what qualifies each of you specifically to hold the highest public offices in the land? We appreciate both of your backgrounds in education and deep engagement with the issues, but as one prepares to take office, how would you assure the American people that you are qualified for the role of president and vice president?
I'll take that one first, I guess. First of all, when you look at the people who have been in recently, or actually in the last 100 years, they have all come from backgrounds where they owed a lot of favors to a lot of people. And those favors have kept them from serving the American people well. And we are a low budget campaign. We're not indebted to anybody except the voters. And so first of all, we go in without the binding that comes with owing a lot of people a lot of favors, and without the need to demonize either of the other parties. So much of what the American people want right now cannot be accomplished because the leadership is so entrenched and so much involved in protecting their party interests. And we don't have those kind of party interests. We're not intent on being there for the next 100 years and winning every election. We want to come in and solve some problems now. And if, at the end of 4 years, people want to reelect us, fine. If not, we'll turn it over to somebody else. And our goal is that whoever we turn it into or turn it over to 4 years from now, it's in a better situation than it is when we took over. I think that's my primary answer to your question.
Sorry. Hey, there we go. All right, thanks, Clarissa. Well, I have to say that I'm not as qualified because I wasn't a TV show host for 12 years, so I don't have that qualification under my belt. But I would say one of the things that as a qualification, I say we stand for a very coherent truth, and that's a very powerful qualification, because then you don't have to do mental gymnastics to do what Brian's talking about and fight battles to keep your party afloat against the other party for the sake of fighting for those, I wouldn't even call them principles at this point, right? Whatever their interests are, I think is the better way of putting it. I think that having the truth on your side is very useful as a qualification, because that brings an energy and an accessibility to, as Brian was saying, that to take anyone who also wants wants to see the truth come into fulfillment as an advisor, right? And so you can reach out in all directions and pick and choose from qualified people for that kind of support, as opposed to picking up people who you are beholden to for money that they've given you in the past, other advantages that they've given you in the past. We'd be looking for people that, as I think I speak for Brian, that think that politics has a purpose besides just, having power, right? There is that aspect that we're trying to promote justice and virtue in society. And so anyone who has that in their heart would offer something to our side. So I think that'll be like the cabinet, and as you're trying to make an administration, you have a much wider net to cast out to.
Okay,